And Britain has got something to be really proud of. We were creating our own music that suited us.
Arriving mainly out of the Midlands and fusing the upbeat ska of the 60s with punk of the 70s came Two Tone in defiantly multiracial rude boy style.
I think it was another really important step, like the punk reggae thing that had preceded it, of showing that, you know, working class black British kids and white British kids can not only get on, but have actually grown up with these entangled black and white lives.
The Specials and their like had gone back to go forward, in an archetypal British move. They'd pirated the records and styles of their parents' generation to create a scene and a music that could inspire and confront their own. .007 had been a chart hit for Desmond Dekker in the mid-60s.
It was very high energy, it was very high energy. I mean, it was, you know, it's a fast beat, so people they don't have to think about where they're going to put their feet. It's just 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It was the energy of punk, but with a rhythm, with a sort of an offbeat. It was happy music, but within it there was a message. There was a message within, I think, almost everything that people were writing at the time. Every new generation feels they can change the world. They must do. It's important. That's what youth is for. But there was something very strong to kick against. I think we left our mark, most definitely. I mean, I wouldn't for a moment suggest that Nelson Mandela was released simply because there was a song about it. But I think heightened awareness breeds and triggers other things, which then create climates whereby certain things can happen and can change.
Having joined the Specials, Rhoda Dakar found herself travelling north from Brixton to Coventry in a divisive racial atmosphere.
I did, in the 80s, move to the Midlands for a while, and suddenly I understood. It was the first time I'd ever been called nigger on the street. It's the only time I've ever been called nigger on the street. And it was bizarre. And suddenly I understood where the Specials had been coming from, why they were angry and what made them angry. Because it was something I hadn't experienced up to then, because I'd lived in a cocoon. I remember driving through a National Front march, and I was with the Specials. We were going to play a Rock Against Racism gig, and we drove through the march, and we had to, it was the only way we could get there. And it was terrifying. I mean, you know, we were just in cars, and there were all these sort of skinheads sea-carling and everything. And the thing is, what was weird is because you kind of felt, well, you know, those guys actually come to the gigs. The way they must have sort of shut off half of their mind in order to be able to go and do the demonstration, and then, you know, maybe later on that day they might sneak to the gig without their mates knowing. It's very bizarre, it's very strange.